Hello students, we are going to study the subject Power Electronics and PLC. This is for 5th semester Electrical and Electronics Telecommunication Diploma Engineering students. So we are starting from Module 1. In Module 1, you have given power semiconductor devices such as power diode, uh, SCRs, power BJT, power MOSFET, GTO, IGBT, etc. So we are starting from power diode. So the title of this video session is Power Diode. For this subject, you can refer so many books like Power Electronics by P.S. Bimra, Power Electronics by M.D. Singh, K.B. Khanchandani, Power Electronics by M.H. Rashid, and there are many more books given in your syllabus. You can refer them also. So before going to power diode, I am giving you some concept on power electronics. So power electronics belongs partly to power engineers and partly to electronics engineers. So power engineering is mainly concerned with generation, transmission, distribution and utilization of electric energy at high efficiency. Similarly, electronics engineering concerned with distortionless production, transmission and reception of data and signals of very low power level of the order of few watt or few milliwatts without much considering the efficiency. So, apparatus associated with power engineering is mainly based on electromagnetic principle, whereas apparatus associated with electronics engineering is based upon physical phenomena in vacuum, in gases or vapors, in semiconductors. So, power electronics is a subject that concerns the application of electronic principle into a situations that are rated at power level rather than signal level. So, what do you understand about this power electronics subject? It defined as a subject that deals with the apparatus and equipment working on the principle of electronics but rated at power level rather than signal level. For example, semiconductor power switches such as power diode, thyristors, GTO, etc. all are work on the principle of electronics. Principle of electronics means movement of holes and electrons. But these all have the name, these all have the suffix attached, that is power. So why this power word suffix or attached to all these semiconductor devices? Because it describes their power ratings. Okay, so this is some applications of power electronics. What are the applications? Now in the field of aerospace we are using power electronics. What? That is the space shuttle power supplies, for satellite power supplies, for aircraft power systems. And then the next is the commercial using. What are the commercial usings where the power electronics is applied? That is advertising, heating, air conditioning, central refrigeration, central refrigeration, computer and office equipment, uninterruptible power supply, elevators, light dimmers, and flashes. And the next is the industrial field. What are the application of power electronics in industrial field? That is arc and industrial furnaces, blowers, fans, pumps and compressors, industrial lasers, transformer tap changers, rolling mill, textile mills, excavators, cement milling, welding. These are all the industrial uses of power electronics. Then next come to the residential application of power electronics. So what are the applications of power electronics in residential field? That is the air conditioning, cooking, lighting, space heating, refrigerator, electric door opener, dryer, fans, personal computer, entertaining equipment, vacuum cleaner, washing and sewing machine, light dimmer, food mixtures, electric blanket, food warmer trays. These are all the power electronics applications in residential field. The next is the telecommunication applications. These are like battery chargers, power supplies like DC and UPS. Then next is the transportation application. What is this transportation application? That is the battery chargers, traction control of electric vehicle, electric locomotive, street cars, trolleys, subways, automatic electronics. And then is the utility system. In utility system you have some application like high voltage DC transmission, that is HVDC, excitation system, power compensation, static circuit, static circuit rectif. So in utilization system you have the applications like HVDC, that is high voltage DC transmission, excitation system, power compensation, mm, power compensation, static circuit breakers, fans and boiler feed pumps, supplementary energy, like solar and wind energy systems. So these are all about the application of power electronics. So next is the how this power electronics, what do you understand all about from the introductory part of power electronics is that, so once you understand the power electronics subject, you can basically deal with from few watt level mobile chargers to higher level, that is megawatt level industrial drives. So in grid, if you get appliance from 230 volt 50 hertz single phase AC system to higher voltage level 3 phase AC system, if you provide this voltage to an AC motor, it will run only at a particular speed. But we want variable speed drive or to charge a battery also. Then what we need to do? We need conversion. What do you mean by this conversion? That is convert from AC to DC or AC to AC conversion. So what happen in AC to AC conversion? In AC to AC conversion, fixed voltage and fixed frequency AC is converted into variable voltage, variable frequency AC. So for this, what you need? We need a power converter. So what do you mean by this power converter? Power converter is particularly in this case, it is a power electronic converter. So converter means which it is a circuit or it is a system which convert one form to another form, like AC to DC, AC to AC, DC to DC, DC to AC. These are all. So there are basically four types of power electronic converters which we are dealing with in this subject. Those are AC to DC converter known as rectifier, AC to AC converter which is in controlling magnitude or frequency or both, AC to AC converter also known as cycloconverter, then DC to AC converter known as inverter. You all heard about this inverter, you all heard about this rectifier also. New one is the cycloconverter and chopper. Chopper is the DC to DC converter, DC to DC converter, which is known as chopper. So cycloconverter and chopper is new for you guys, but rectifier inverter you already heard about this. So we will discuss about all these converters in the later chapters. Okay, so these are the four basic types of converters which we are dealing with in this course, and all the converters are made up of power semiconductor devices. So we are looking with the construction, operation, characteristics of power semiconductor devices. These semiconductor devices are either uncontrolled or semi-controlled or fully controlled. So we will be looking at power diode, SCR, diac, triac, power BJT, power MOSFET, IGBT, GTO, and so on. So mainly we are studied about the characteristics, the VI characteristics and the characteristics. So what you learn after studied all these, basically after you looking each of the converters in details, um, you can learn about the designs, the you can learn about the working principle of these converters. So we studied these converters in a with the various loads. So we studied the operation of these converters with loads like R load, RL load, RLE load. So by the help of the configuration, the circuit design, the operation, the characteristics of these converters, and by knowing the detail about the construction, operation, characteristics of power electronics device, what you get from all these, you get or you understand the application of power electronics in real field. When you are going to some industrial area for work, then you can decide, you can work, you can analyze these power electronics systems in the field. So what are the prerequisite things you required to study this course? That is the circuit analysis. We will require both steady state circuit analysis and transient circuit analysis, and little bit knowledge about semiconductor devices in electronics label also. So at the end, after gone through this course, you would be able to design and analyze any power converter configuration, and you would know broad various application of this configuration. You would able to make informed choice of any converter for a particular application. When you are actually given to choose a particular converter for a particular drive application, or power supply application, or battery charging application, or many more. So let's get start with power diode.